Welcome back to Chaos Corner. It's me. It's me. It's the GOC coming to you live to tape 25 feet below the surface of the earth. And I'll say that to say this because I tell it like it is. Fans, we have a special show here tonight. It's Memorial Day weekend. A big shout out and acknowledgement and recognition and rest in peace to all those that have served the USA in good old glory. I want to respect and show love and honor for all our veterans and all our active military out there and around the globe, because without you, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. And remember, there's three types of people in this world: those who don't know what happened, those who wonder what happened, and people like the guardian of chaos, Big Daddy, that make things happen. And seeing that it's Memorial Day, I'll send out my usual message about life. In order to get respect, you have to start with respecting yourself. Once you do that, you open other people's minds to respecting you. So, fans, I'm here this weekend, a beautiful, glorious weekend, to give you the preview for what's coming up tomorrow night out in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena. The 5th annual AEW Double or Nothing. Fans, it's going to be a bonanza, an extravaganza, one for the record books. We don't know what's going to happen. Is Punk going to show up tomorrow night? There's a lot going on with TK and what's happening in AEW. And even Vince and Triple H are trying to get involved as they're running an NXT show tomorrow, while AEW is running All or Nothing. Again, Double or Nothing. Well, you know what Bully Ray said to me at least 15 years ago. Give the Guardian of Chaos 5 spots and he'll fuck up 4 of them. I'm proud of that. I consider that a compliment. It's not all or nothing. It's double or nothing. The 5th annual. Stay right here, fans. You're not going to want to miss it. Check out all the videos here on the Guardian of Chaos YouTube channel. Follow me on all the other social media platforms, and I will meet you back here for AEW Double or Nothing preview. All right, fans. Thanks for being back here. We jumped off Twitter, which is at Big Daddy GOC, and the GOC stands for the Guardian of Chaos. Follow me on Twitter in real time. On Instagram, it's the Guardian of Chaos. On Facebook, there's 2 accounts, and that's for the social media, sports, entertainment reasons. There's the Play on Words account, J Brony. That's right, Jabroni, J Brony, and Prodigio Fidelis El Guardian in honor of my heritage. Follow me on Gitter, Gab, Truth Social, Rumble. I cover it all in the IWC. One man, unique, unedited, unscripted, no paywalls, no Patreon, no super chats. Raw dog! Here with the GOC. It's your old buddy. So we're going to get into the 5th annual Double or Nothing coming from Las Vegas. There was a lot of stuff leading into it. AEW Dynamite, AEW Rampage. We have the 4 pillars. There's going to be all kinds of championship matches. The TBS title is on the line for the women. The TNT title is on the line. The tag team titles. As I said, the 4 pillars world heavyweight title. The international championship is on the line, as well as the world trios titles. There's more going on. They're going to be as busy as a blow-up doll at a frat party out there at the T-Mobile Arena. So let me give you a quick preview. We're going to try not to be here too long. Check out the almost 2,000 videos here on the channel. Leave a comment, leave a like, inbox me, say something, get us in the algorithm. We're at over 650 subscribers. We're trying to get to that 1K, that 1,000 mark, and that 4,000 watch hours. As right now, we're well over 250,000 views. So we can go live here on Chaos Corner. Live to tape. Wait. I'm live right now. Because I am live. But I'm taping it. I'm as confused as a baby at Hooters. Anyway, on to AEW Double or Nothing. It's going to be a long night, fans. Now, of course, after the fact, I will be moderating for JD from New York and Off the Script, the #1 fucking podcast on YouTube, and his sidekick for AEW, the Chi-Town Smark, Heel Jesse. And then I will be sitting in on the sit-down of all places with my boy, the OG of the podcast world. and that would be Don Tony. So check me out on those other platforms as I cover after AEW Double or Nothing, and I will be live in real time on Twitter tomorrow night to give you my thoughts and reactions. So again, follow me on those platforms. Get us going here, fans. We are on the precipice, okay, of doing big things here on the channel. And whether there's 1,000, 1 million, I'm still going to do what I do as long as we can. Because remember this, and this is a shoot, Jesus Christ is coming back soon. Don't be caught dead without him. There's a lot of things going on in this world. Let's enjoy the time while we have it, because tomorrow's not guaranteed for anyone. Hug your close ones, your family, your friends, your loved ones. I mean that. That's serious. And thank you for being here. That's from the bottom of my heart. I bring you into my home, my office, my bunker, my executive rooms to tell you and show you who I am as a person. My over 50 years as a fan, an agent, a scout, a historian, a mark. That's right. I said it. I say it every time. A mark. I'm proud of it. In my over 3 decades as a pro wrestling manager with numerous Hall of Famers, young lions, heroes, rookies, and superstars to this day in Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling. Don't you dare miss it. Let's get on to, now that I did my opening monologue, we're at a little, coming up at about 7 minutes, the timekeeper at the bell says. 10 matches. It's going to be a long night, but it'll be worth the price of admission. The buy-in tomorrow for Double or Nothing is going to be Matt and the returning Jeff Hardy, the Hardys, and the FTW champion, whatever that means, Taz's son, Hook, in a trios match against the former AEW Tag Team Champions, Austin and Colton Gunn, the Guns, and All Ego Ethan Page. Now, I'm not quite sure. This is a throw-in match. I understand you have to have a buy-in or 0 hour or whatever the heck it is that you call it, AEW, Ring of Honor. What? We know it's a menage a mixture. Let's not get too crazy. But that's at least one of the matches that I know that's the buy-in. They usually have 1 or 2, sometimes 3, but that's what's scheduled. There's supposed to be 10 matches in total tomorrow, 10 bouts, and that's including the buy-in. Again, the Hardys and Hook against All Ego Ethan Page and the Guns in a trios match. I mean, are they looking for someone for the trios division to go for the world trios titles? It's really been a cluster, that division. It's ruined and spoiled a lot of the tag team division matches. They did it for Twinkle Toes McFinger Band and the Harley Boys. No offense, man. I'm just throwing it out. There's just an expression. Omega and the Young Bucks, who I respect. They're great workers, especially Omega. They're unbelievable grapplers. But they made the title for those guys, and it was obvious. And now these teams and matchups don't make any sense. And speaking of the AEW World Trios Championship, the House of Black, Brody King, Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, along with Julia Hart. I love the gimmick. I love the look. I love the way they present themselves. I really do. I could see myself back in the day managing someone like the House of Black. They have an open house rules match tomorrow night at Double or Nothing. Whatever that means, an open challenge. Now, I'm pretty sure we all know who it's going to be, since they're not announced as being on the buy-in, the pre-show, or the main card. We haven't really seen them all that much. Scissor Me Daddy Ass, the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass. I mean, I don't like to do that. I'm not down with the Scissor Me Daddy Ass. I don't like it. The Acclaimed is, I guess, is good enough. They're a little green in the ring, but you got to give them credit for getting over with the fans. And then Billy Gunn, it's almost my age, and look at him. So I believe for the House of Black and the trios tomorrow, I believe it's going to be the Acclaimed. And everybody's going to scissor daddy ass. Is that explicit? Should I put a warning on that? Is that rated R? So that's the AEW World Trios a title match tomorrow. Open house rules. I expect it to be the Acclaimed, as do a lot of other people. That's not being a rocket scientist. Again, this is no particular order for tomorrow night. And then there's the Blackjack Battle Royal for the AEW International Championship. 21 men, including the current champion, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, who they start off with them every week, and the ratings are plummeting. And I'm not here to get on it or bash anyone. I'm here to be positive. I love all wrestling, all the companies, and I appreciate for what it is. But I'm going to tell you the truth. I tell it like it is. I give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's why you're here, to get my insight. Someone who's been in the business, been in the ring, someone who goes back to the 70s as a fan. I don't like this concept because, number one, starting them off every week on Dynamite, it's not working. Okay? I get it. Jane, you're playing a game. I love the song by Starship. I get it. But you got to fight off, and this is what I talk about, whether it's four-way matches, triple threats, whatever you want to call it, battle royals for the title. So that means you could lose the title without getting pinned or thrown over the top rope or whatever the rules are here. And there's 21-man blackjack battle royal for the AEW International Championship. How is this going to work? When you're a champion, you want to be responsible for winning and losing yourself, not in 3 ways, 4 ways, battle royals. I don't agree with it. And I don't even know all the different talent that will be in this International Championship battle royal. I know Keith Lee, Jay White, Juice Robinson, Ricky Starks, Dustin Rhodes, Swerve Strickland, The Butcher and the Blade, Cero Miedo, the Lucha Brothers, and there's more that I'm missing. But I saw that those were some of the talent that's going to be. It's like a just big mixture of throwing it in. Is there anyone really international that's going to be in that besides the Lucha Brothers and maybe Commando or Commander, whatever is? Well, I'm going Commando now, but you guys get the point. So I've been confused about the International Championship since its inception. But that's what's going on tomorrow at Double or Nothing for the AEW International Championship. In an unsanctioned match where they brought back the suicidal, homicidal, genocidal Sabu, the ECW legend, as a special enforcer, as the Wizard, the Ocho, Y2J, a Lionheart, the JAS, Chris Jericho takes on Adam Cole, baby. Boom! I don't know how interested I am in this match. Who knows where the JAS will be, or the guys with Adam Cole and the different folks that he hangs out with. We'll see what happens. It's good to see everyone getting work and Sabu being brought back, but a little hypocritical double standards and how they treated the Briscoes and other people in comments from the past, and then Sabu. So you either treat everyone the same way or no special ways or special privileges. It's got to be even across the board. It's not what seems to happen sometimes in AEW with TK. So that's an unsanctioned match with the special forcer Sabu. For the TBS title, the women's TBS title, it's the undefeated Jade Cargill. And let's face it, she's in incredible shape. What is she now? Almost 60-0. Going up against Taya Valkyrie. At one point, one of the best female grapplers on the planet, but seems to have gotten maybe a little lazy, a little sloppy in the ring. No disrespect, she's a great talent. But I've noticed that. Other people brought it to my attention. I had to go back and check it out. Legitimately, Taya Valkyrie should be the one to beat Jade Cargill, but I don't know if that's going to happen tomorrow night. And that's for the TBS Women's Championship. We know the issues with Jade and being green, but she's an athlete and she's got star power. What are we going to do here for AEW, TK? What's going to happen with Taya? Will she go back to her old form? She's been all over the world as one of the best grapplers in the world. La Vida Loca, Taya Valkyrie, and Jade Cargill for the TBS title. Also, tomorrow on Double or Nothing, we have the TNT title matchup with Wardlow, the TNT champion, as he defends in a ladder match against Christian Cage. And I'm sure Luchasaurus is going to be around somewhere, that monster, that beast that he is, that's in Christian Cage's corner. Now, I'm going to give the edge to Christian Cage in this one. Look at the history of ladders match. TLC of Christian Cage, the ultimate heel right now, doing some of his best work. Christian Cage against Wardlow for the TNT title. And boy, if you go back to Wardlow when he was MJF's bodyguard, and then the whole match with MJF back there, I think, what was it, September or whatever it was, and dating back, has he lost a lot of steam or what? I met Wardlow at the Mohegan Sun Casino, and there's been a big change as far as the way he looks, the way he's been booked, the way he's been used. Really disappointed. Wardlow was the next big star, or the star for AEW, and I think they dropped the ball. So anyway, the TNT title, Wardlow and Christian in a ladder match. Anarchy in the Arena tomorrow night. Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and Hangman Page, the Elite, against the BCC, and we all know that's the place to be. Moxley, Danielson, Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta. This ought to be a match that's, pun intended, pure chaos. Anarchy at the Arena. We'll see what, that's going to be all over the place. It's basically an 8-man tag team match. It's going to be insane. The moves that Omega and the Young Bucks come up with. How brutal Moxley and Danielson can be. And the athletes that are Claudio Castagnoli and so on and so forth. The BCC and the Elite. Anarchy at the Arena tomorrow in Las Vegas. Double or nothing. That's going to be, again, as I'm going to say it again, that's going to be mayhem. Chaos. I predict there to be no winner. There's got to be something. The BCC and the Elite, with all those egos, who's going to want to lose in this match? It's going to be one for the ages, to be all over the place. Not necessarily my kind of wrestling, traditional, but it should be worth the price of admission alone. For the tag team titles, with special ref, them boys, Mark Briscoe, you're never far from our thoughts, Jay. Rest in peace, brother. Mark Briscoe is the special guest referee for the tag team titles tomorrow. That Midnight Express entrance music as FTR put the titles on the line against Slapnuts Jeff Jarrett and Black Machismo Mo Jay Lethal. Let's try some Black Machismo Mo Jay Lethal. And of course, I'm sure Karen Angle Jarrett, whatever her name is, Satnam Singh, El Gigante, and Sanjay Dutt are going to be around somewhere. So what kind of fair matchup will this be tomorrow night for the AEW World Tag Team titles? We know there's trouble there between Mark Briscoe and the FTR. Let's see what happens for the tag team titles. In my opinion, it would be egregious if TK let FTR lose to Slapnuts and Jay Lethal. Great workers, ultimate veterans, put on great matches, but don't deserve, in my opinion, to be the World Tag Team Champions. This tag team division in AEW is going to shit. And this proves it right here with this feud. Let me just go through everything and make sure I didn't skip before I get to the predictions and then the main event that I want to talk about. The 4 pillars, if you will. 3 out of the 4 under 200 pounds going for a world heavyweight title. I'm not crazy about that. That's for sure. I don't believe that Jungle Boy Luke Perry, Sammy Guevara, or Darby Allin are pillars of a company. I think they're good athletes. I admire the heck out of what Darby Allin does and where he's come from. I certainly think Sammy Guevara is one heck of a talent and could be the future. Jungle Boy Jack Perry has a lot to learn, especially when it comes to the charisma department. Just giving you my opinion. Not judging, telling it like it is. MJF is a star already, the backbone of that company. But before we get on to the 4 pillars, in my opinion, for the AEW World Heavyweight title and the BBB with MJF, I just want to make sure I covered everything. We talked about the buy-in, the Hardys and Hook against Ethan Page and the Guns. I'm going with the Hardys and Hook. We talked about Jade Cargill and Taya Valkyrie for the TBS title. This is a tough one. It could go either way. Do they have Jade lose it now to Taya, who, if you would have said this a month or 2 months ago, yeah, probably. She would be the one. I think Jade Cargill is going to defend the title and keep it. In an open house rules match, we talked about the House of Black, the World Trios champions. It will be against the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn. That's just my opinion. Now, will the HOB lose it? Playing hot potato, hot shot booking? I wouldn't like to see that. But that's my prediction. HOB, and it's going to be Acclaimed and Billy Gunn. The AEW International Championship Battle Royal. There's no two ways about Orange Cassidy retains the title. That's TK's idol. That's his boy. That's his amor. No disrespect. I'm just telling it like I see it in the way he's treated. He's got special privileges. He's not even an EVP. Orange Cassidy wins the Battle Royal, keeps the title no matter what in the Blackjack Battle Royal tomorrow night. We didn't really talk about this that much. For the women's heavyweight title or the women's title, we don't want to say heavyweight and put them in weight divisions. It might be the end of the world. Everyone's so uptight. Jamie Hayter against Toni Storm, because I don't think I touched on that. Two of the best women in AEW, perhaps the best. Jamie Hayter is a great representative as the women's heavyweight champion. Toni Storm, we know her background in the WWE, and then coming in and being that women's champion here in AEW. This has potential to be one of the best women's matches of the year. Where will DMD Britt Baker be in Reby as far as Jamie Hayter, the world's champion right now? Where will the outcasts of Paige, a.k.a. Saraya, and Ruby Soho be when it comes to the WWE gals and Toni Storm? I'm going to say that to say this. Jamie Hayter retains the women's title against Toni Storm. We talked about Sabu as the enforcer against... enforcing against Y2J, the Wizard, the Ocho, Chris Jericho against Adam Cole, baby. I'm giving Adam Cole the victory in this. I believe Adam Cole, it's about time for that 150-pounder to come get a victory. And Chris Jericho, if he's man enough and veteran enough and what he's done in the past, and I respect and admire him, he's a Hall of Famer, Jericho will do the job. I'm taking baby. Boom. We talked about Wardlow and Christian Cage and who the experience goes to. He's a Hall of Famer. Unbelievable as a heel. One of the best in this company and one of the reasons I watch, and it's Christian Cage. But I believe Wardlow retains the TNT title, because if you take it off him now, you've already screwed up and messed up more than you have with Wardlow. His psyche, his emotional investment, his ring psychology, his storytelling. Wardlow retains the title, in my opinion, the TNT title in the ladder match. Anarchy in the arena, again, this is going to be, how could you even call or predict this match? The Elite against the BCC? I'm more partial to the BCC. I like the physicality. I like the toughness. Plus, you know, my career, 25 years behind the walls, I started off at the BCC, and it was the place to be in the county. So I'm going to take the BCC and Anarchy at the arena. For the tag team titles, we talked about it. Mark Briscoe is the special guest referee. To me, there's no way FTR should lose these titles. And if they do, they're screwing up that tag team division more than they already have to lose it to Slapnuts and Black Machismo. What are we in, TNA? So we ran down all those matches, which brings us to the main event at 25 minutes in here on Chaos Corner, the preview of the 5th annual Double or Nothing for AEW. Live to tape here from the bunker at Chaos Corner with your old buddy, the GOC. MJF defends the title against Guevara, Allen, and Perry in a pillars match, a 4-way match. And you know what I said about these already. I don't like them. You could lose the title and not even be pinned or submit. I don't like these types of matches, and I don't like how they did it with this one beating that one for the right to this one. You would have been better off having a one-on-one matchup, not a triple threat, not a 4-way. I think it takes away a lot from MJF's title reign right now. We could have dragged this out with these top contenders for months, and maybe you still can. No fucking way MJF loses the title to one of these three. That's my prediction for AEW Double or Nothing in the main event. The Dynasty, Maxwell Jacob Freedom, because he's better than you, and you know it. This guy is money. He would have belonged in any era, from the 50s to the 70s to the 80s to the Attitude Era to current day 2023. MJF is the future of pro wrestling. Has he lost some steam? Has he gone down in the ratings? Yeah. It's not always about that. It's about putting asses in seats in the live reviews. And what he does, as I always say, and I just got finished saying it, storytelling, emotional investment, ring psychology. MJF in his middle 20s, going into his later 20s, perhaps one of the best. And he teamed with two of the best, and they learned together from MLW, the Dynasty, with Alexander Hammerstone and Richard Holiday. Those three, all stars, and MJF has risen to the top. He is the pillar. He is the measuring stick. And that's what I see happening tomorrow night in Las Vegas. I believe the pre-show or the buy-in will probably come on around 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, p.m. It's going to go probably close to midnight. And then, like I said, I'll be on Off the Script with JD and Jesse. So it's going to be a long night, but it's going to be a good night. And again, we're just coming off this Memorial Day weekend. It's been an unbelievable weekend. It's only Saturday night. Tomorrow's a big night. Everyone can rest on Monday. Salute our troops, our military veterans, those who have served for us to have our freedoms, which are being taken away now. Remember those people. And remember that. So let's enjoy our weekend. Let's take one day at a time. As I said, nothing's guaranteed. Take it one day at a time. Try to stay positive. And that's all you really have. Enjoy what you enjoyed. And it's been one heck of a weekend. I just did the review, go back on the channel, of Night of Champions from Saudi Arabia and the WWE this afternoon. Big news, big events. Go back and check out my review and results. And I'll be back here, not tomorrow on Sunday. I'll be back here probably on Memorial Day, live to tape, to review Double or Nothing. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm going to put this up. Check it out. Tune in tomorrow. Let's check out my predictions. Let's see how I do. You never know. I can't thank you guys enough. AEW Double or Nothing. Tomorrow night, I'll be back on Memorial Day to give you the review show. Because it's me, your old buddy, the Guardian of Chaos. And I tell it like it is. I'll say that to say this. Don't you dare miss it.